I really hope this podcast English lesson catches on. It took me a while to write it because, well, sports aren't really my thing. But I stepped up to the plate and did it. And the inspiration for this lesson, well, it came from left field. Let's check it out.
Welcome to another Happy English podcast coming to you from New York City. And here's your English teacher, Michael.
All right, thank you, John, and thanks, everyone. It's Michael here from Happy English, and I help people speak English better. And this is Happy English Podcast, episode 848, American Summer Sports. Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me for another episode of the Happy English Podcast. I'm your English teacher, Michael, and I'm so glad you're spending part of your summer with me. It's week 6 of our American Culture Summer Series, and today we're talking about summer sports. You know, the kinds of things that make you sweat, smile, and maybe fall on your face a little. We're talking about baseball, skateboarding, surfing, and beach volleyball. Let's dive right in. No pun intended. So, first up, baseball. Did you know that in its modern form, the start of baseball in America happened in the mid-19th century? Nowadays, baseball is often called America's pastime. And during the summer, you'll find games going on just about everywhere, from major league stadiums with 50,000 fans to local parks where kids and adults both play in the heat. Baseball is a big part of American summer culture. And here's a fun idiom that comes from baseball: step up to the plate. In baseball, the plate is where the batter stands. So when you step up to the plate, you're getting ready to swing the bat. But in conversational English, step up to the plate means to take responsible or take action. Like, say your coworker's out sick and someone needs to run the meeting. You step up to the plate and you run the meeting. So you become responsible for that. Or your friend forgets to bring snacks to the beach, so you grab some at the store. Boom. You stepped up to the plate. It's all about showing up, being responsible, and taking charge. Next up, let's roll into something that's a little more modern: skateboarding. Skateboarding really caught on in the US back in the 80s and 90s, and it's still super popular today, especially with teens. A lot of towns have skate parks, and you'll see kids practicing their tricks all summer long. Speaking of which, let's talk about that phrasal verb catch on, which works perfectly here. When something catches on, it becomes popular. So we can say that skateboarding first caught on in California and then spread across the country. And now it's even an Olympic sport, so it's caught on all over the world. We use catch on for trends, ideas, slang, anything that spreads and becomes popular, like that dance move from TikTok really caught on, or yoga caught on in the US in the early 2000s. See how that works? Has anything caught on where you live these days? And next, what's summer without a little surfing? Surf culture is huge in places like California and Hawaii. There's something super cool about waking up early, grabbing your board, and heading out to catch some waves. There was even a whole generation of pop culture based on surfing in the 1960s. Surfing and the surf culture inspired everything from the surf music of the Beach Boys to surf movies like Beach Blanket Bingo. Of course, surfing isn't easy, and if you've ever tried it, you probably know what it means to wipe out. That's when you fall off the board and crash into the water. But hey, even pro surfers wipe out sometimes. And guess what? We use wiped out when we're really tired. And you can be wiped out or get wiped out. Like after walking the dog in the heat, I was totally wiped out. Or I stayed up all night playing Minecraft and I got totally wiped out the next day. To be wiped out. It's a great way to say that you're completely exhausted. And last but not least, there's beach volleyball. Now, that's a summer classic. You'll find people playing beach volleyball on beaches all over the country, in California, Florida, and even at the Jersey Shore. It's fun, fast-paced, and you can play beach volleyball with friends even if you're not a pro athlete. Sometimes, when you're watching a game, someone will come out of nowhere and make an amazing save. When that happens, you can say that they came out of left field. This idiom also comes from baseball, but we use it for anything that's surprising or unexpected, like Mandy quit her job and moved to Alaska. That totally came out of left field. Or, the question that the boss asked me in the meeting really came out of left field. I had no idea how to answer it. Something that comes out of left field is something surprising you didn't expect to happen. So, whether you're surfing, skating, or just catching a baseball game this summer, sports are a big part of American culture, and so are the idioms and phrases from this lesson. Let's do a quick recap. When you step up to the plate, you take action or responsibility. When something catches on, it becomes popular. When you are or get wiped out, you feel totally exhausted. And when something comes out of left field, it's something surprising or unexpected. All right, that's it for today's episode. Thanks for hanging out with me, and whatever summer sport you're into, I hope you stay safe, cool, and keep learning. And keep in mind, the best way to remember English like this and any other word or phrase in English is to take that word or phrase, write it in a sentence that's true for you or true in your world, and then memorize your sentences. And remember, I set up my new AI tutor. It's a great way to practice your English, get answers to your English learning questions, and more 24/7. And it's all free. There's a link in the description where you are listening to this podcast right now, so check it out. And if you like it, leave me a thumbs up there. And if you really want to get more practice using your English, you should join my Podcast Learners Study Group. There, you can make new friends. Join us for live group lessons every week where we practice these podcast lessons together. Plus, you get access to the PDF transcript and audio download for every Happy English podcast in the past and in the future. And on top of that, each episode has exercises where you can practice this English point with speaking and writing checked by me. To learn more, just visit myhappyenglish.com and choose podcast lesson 848. Remember, learning another language is not easy, but it's not impossible. And I'm here to help you on your journey.
This podcast was brought to you by Happy English. Please visit myhappyenglish.com. Show your support for Happy English by leaving us a review. Get English, get happy, Happy English.